Alright everyone, we have a beautiful 2v2 brought to us by the Siege Champion, Mr. Titled Sum. He of course is playing a full random battle on a medium settlement, so he doesn't have to deal with wall artillery, which is what he hates the most in this game. It is an undeniable fact, it's the whole reason he made his mod. But, let's get into the army comp, see what's going on. Carthage, brought to us by that Titled Sum himself, Noble Cavalry General. One fixed ballista, gosh I can speak, one mercenary Balearic Slinger, two late Libyan hoplites, two Libyan infantry, four mercenary Gallic warriors, three mercenary Samnite warriors, and three Scutari. We also have Seleucid, the soldier of empires. He's got himself an Indian armored war elephant general, three citizen cavalry, four Persian light archers, three hillmen, three Persian hoplite, two shield bearers, and three thorax swords. I mean, he gets an A+ for that general placement. Don't know why he's trying to hide them in the forest. Those units do not hide. Speaking of hiding, he is hiding a citizen cavalry here. Probably in case they try to sally out, he's able to sneak in behind. Or maybe later on in the match he can burn that down and sneak on in. He'll lose a bit, but hey, we'll see. But we are fighting, or they are fighting another Seleucid, brought by Austin Mink 561, and Swaby brought to us by Captain Ulize. That's that, yeah. All one word, of course, so it makes it very difficult. Interestingly enough, a lot of caltrops here prevent that cavalry from coming on in easily. But with that, let's get this party started, see how the battle plays out. I'm expecting big things from that Indian armored elephant general.
First over the wall, they shall receive the greatest reward. They and their company will have the choice of spoils, be granted the honors of conquerors, and be celebrated above all others. Make ready.
That's right, that used to be a very big thing to gain favor. Right there. The power of...
Almighty Carthage!
Nice. Nope. Not doing a crazy amount.
Advance at speed!
Next shot. Let's see if he gets anything. Nope, hasn't hit anything yet. What they should do is destroy this beautiful building for no other reason than that it just needs to die. Is it not going to let me ping? It's not going to let me ping. This beautiful building right here. Ooh, we see our first Seleucid unit, well, enemy Seleucid, a hillman. Fair enough. Don't know why you'd be on the wall, it's not like you're protecting anything. Maybe to take scorpion shots, but even then, I don't know. There he goes, he's moving it off. Yep, every other, then he's going to move on in with those to extend the breaches out. Fair enough. That was an interesting one. I probably wouldn't attack on this side on medium. I think medium, this is the better spot to attack. Because you can get the angle here for archers, and here, and kind of close down this corridor. While striking this corridor here. And you can do a similar thing on this perspective. Archers here, and you just have to protect against the gate. You do have a nice, decent open space for your units to maneuver around. I know this because I did a 2v2 a little later with Titled, and that's kind of what we did. Bullied some people over there. Let's see. Well, they got into the walls, so they're at the first step here. What's that Hillman still doing on the wall there? Honestly, what you could have done with the ballista is break down this wall. Just to prevent everything there. And we can see some more units. Alright, Hillman, Club Levy, Bronze Chevron. Okay, Thorax. That's going to give his ballista some nice shots. More Hillman here. Thorea Spear. There, those Persian Hoplite. Yep, that's what I was imagining was going to happen, just blasting on in. I said, probably aiming at this unit, which is giving it a more direct shot. Actually, might be able to see. Yeah, you can see that second shot. Yeah, he definitely is. Yep, look at that widening of the wall, allowing a bunch of units to just rush on in. He's going to do the same thing over here. Widen that wall out. Persian Hoplites, they're just meant to take those shots. How are those kills looking for the ballista? 32. Ooh, we can see a gen. Royal Peltis General, okay. Persian Light Archers as well, really. I like the Syrians. I think the Syrians are a solid archer unit that you probably should use as Seleucid, one of the few ones you can get all four, but... benefit of large is where you have to learn where to cut costs, where not to. So if they're more focused on infantry, you might not want that. Yeah, they're being ambushed. I mean, obviously those Hillmen are going to win. Like Libyans moving on in. My favorite hoplite. They're the best hoplite. Someone needs to destroy these caltrops. Looks like some people are. The caltrops are starting to go down. Hoplite's still holding. One kill. Yeah, they're not going to win that fight. Persian hoplites aren't the best, but hey. Probably waiting for another shot. That's actually not the best idea, too. Oh, gosh, she got caught out. But it is interesting stuff for sure. Yeah, those Libyans got caught out in the foot. I hate how they do that, to be honest. If they're just in a hoplite wall without an attack order, I don't think they should charge. To be honest, these guys don't have an attack order, which is the worst part of that all. It is just bullshit AI routing. I think it's just annoying AI routing that does not work out, in my opinion. I think it's actually just a huge pain. It would be a different story if they were, what do you call it? If they had the attack order on it, but I think it's just a bit of bad pathing. Which is why you see people like to exchange units out, because they'll drag them in and they'll get a bunch of free kills. I don't like to have to micro all my units on the front because someone's going to pull a cheeky strategy like that. Where's that Citizen Cav gonna go? There's so many caltrops there that the Citizen Cav are not gonna live if they do. I mean, a bunch of Hillmen. Still that Persian Hoplite in the lead. Another Persian Hoplite. That Club Levy is about to blast through that. Honestly, just charge the Club Levy in, see what happens. Yep, there we go. Aw, he backed off. Ranged fire. I mean, yeah. Thoreo spears, I mean, that is a Libyan infantry, to be fair. That is exactly what you want to be hitting. Yep, and they're going to be forced back, but they're going to take some casualties. Yep, that Gallic runs. Broken, they can keep going. Now that they're in, get those Libyans back into the fight. Yeah, I don't like this attack, unless it's on large, in my opinion. Because there's really nowhere better to attack when you're on large. Yep, they're chasing. Imagine those club levy are going to start dropping, yeah. I don't imagine those club levy are going to do the greatest. Over here, these club levy have engaged. They're just crushing through the hillmen and Persians. I mean, it's what you expect. Club levy are going to crush a low-tier competition like that. Yeah. Libyans are going to grind out the win there 100% of the time. It's not going to be a very fast killing, but yeah, you're going to... Okay, throw those Gallics in. See, I wouldn't have done that, because now... Oh, no. I think they just barely got into the circle. Ooh, that poor Scorpion. That got taken out, no kills. Nope, you see, they're getting edged out of the corridor, and that means, of course, that they might very well lose that. That's what I mean, it's not worth it to cycle charge all the time. There are certain places where it is, but they're... Like in that situation, you want to maintain that neutrality. You get kicked out of there, which they're about to with this move. They get kicked out and they gain control of the tower. That's really dangerous. To be honest, if the Thoreos they didn't throw them into square, there would have been no worry about them retaking that, because I had that pretty covered. If they're retaking that corridor. Cimbri over there. The Libyans getting into these hillmen that routed and came back. Yep, the tower is back to the defenders. That was a pretty big misplay. That can actually cost them quite a bit if those club levies start going in, yeah. Get that club levy needs to go in and break that unit. Stop firing. Get that club levy in. Don't do that. You're about to misplay. You just got control of the wall back. You're going to have a pretty big victory there. Yeah. With them retaking control of this gate, that means the enemy can, or the gate's going to continue to fire, do some damage. Do what you need to. They're about to lose this one. The attackers aren't actually in the best place right now, to be perfectly honest. They've lost a lot of their breaching power. They're back to about half of their breach point. And it does look like they're getting pushed back. Honestly, bad play by Swaby. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the angle there. But you needed to keep control of that gate. Keep them firing, because you do not have the infantry quality to win this fight. And you're just giving yourself up on advantages. Tower here is still controlled by the defenders, and you can see it's already taking its toll. 151 kills. What the fuck did you kill? I guess over here. Yeah, with this, you didn't even get the volley you wanted. Your little play didn't work out. And now, 1, this unit cannot retreat back in. 2, I mean, there's just no advantage to it. You could have kept them contained down that corridor, kept Threos coming along the sides or whatever you needed.
As you say.
Swaby is not being aggressive. Why are you doing this? That's not worth it. He has units here. You're going to lose this fight here. Because you didn't even get the charge bonus off. You have a 16 charge bonus with a good number of that. They have a 20. Why are you giving rid of that? Yeah. You would have still got the side shots if you just charged them in, and you would have pushed them out because they would have all been contained. Now they're just wasting shots. But look at that. There's already more units coming in. They need to be more aggressive. So Luca needs to be pushing units up, or Carthage needs to be pushing units up. You need to keep that fight going over there, because you're not fighting the fight here. So someone needs to push somewhere. Those Libyans are being surrounded. Threos coming on down, actually catching up those Gallics. Nice move. Carthage moving in, Carthage moving in. Still no advancement. Like, why? Also, don't use fire shot. These enemies are high morale. You're just doing nothing. So reduced damage, reduced reload time. For what? You're not even breaking them mentally. These aren't like routing units that are like, oh no, I need to get out of here. Yeah, these Threos. He's just gonna, yep, angle himself thin and get around through. Don't let him retake the wall again. Gonna let him retake the wall again, and they've got the wall back. Look at that. Immediately, one of them have died. Now you're gonna have to work about neutralizing that again. And your allies just fire shotting. See, this is what you needed to do. If the archers are losing. They're not charging you. Why are you sitting in the shield wall? You have javelins. What is this Seleucid player doing? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, we got Scutari. Look at that. Why are you back in shield wall? You have more javelins. Use the javelins. I don't know how Title finds them, I'll be honest with you. There we go, they did break the shield wall. Did they get the volley off? No. Because they took too long to get rid of it. They're getting a good number of kills. Club Levier coming on in, so, I mean, yeah, they're just sliding in. Getting into that Club Levy in the rear. The Scutari are going to win that fight. I mean, Club Levy are going to lose that fight pretty significantly. They've done a good job, in my opinion. I think that, yeah, Club Levy have done great. I mean, over here, they just abandoned the front. Like, they have the numbers to be able to push that, and they decided not to. So Seleucid has been doing shit for a bit. Oh, attacking Seleucid. Vending Seleucid, I think, has done some bad plays with his Thorax and his Threos. He likes his little formations, but he's not doing too much. But that's just going to continuously fire and just... I mean, it's unlimited ammo. They'll eventually start killing units and models and breaking down armor, doing some real damage. Thorax are going to eventually lose to Libyans, as well as lose faster to the Scutari. Scutari are great. And... oh, man. Yep, attacking Seleucid is just going to pull through. Wow. Wild. Not only does he do nothing, but he can't even be bothered to fight properly when he's playing. Yeah, not much you can do with this Qatari. I get the idea to go into shield wall for that when you're in combat to get the buff, but I don't know if that's forcing your unit forward like that. No, they didn't get a proper engagement in. Okay, now they did. That was actually a lot smoother than I thought. Usually it's not that smooth on the shield wall, so I don't know what he did. But they're engaging forward, which means they're not going to get in a proper formation because they're in shield wall. They don't actually perform very well while they're moving up. We're going to be at the end of that thorax. Again, why are you using all these fun little special shots? Like, you're not morale shocking them. You're not breaking them with morale. Well, that's going to be nice for this club levy. They're actually going to get... Actually, does Whistling Shot... Whistling Shot actually has a purpose. They lower melee attack. I can get Whistling Shot then, but Fire Shots... I mean, you're Fire Shotting a full strength thorax. If that was Heavy Shot, that'd be a different story, but you're not. This Persian Archer is pretty much dead. They're going to die to the Shield Bearers. Nope. Those Libyans are going to keep going. Club Levy is going to be dead, but then they're going to be able to move into those thorax. And they do have control of the gate now, because the defending Seleucid just gave it to them. Yeah, it looks like they did completely abandon that corridor to just push down one little causeway. Not the best when you have some pretty decent amounts of cavalry and elephants on the attack. Yep, then they're throwing in melee. Love that bug. Or feature. Thorax swords are about to die. Oh, those Balearic Slingers, that's a perfect position. It's exactly what you need. I mean, already 93 kills. They've already been firing down this corridor. So they're actually... that Balearic is probably going to clear the way for them. Shield Bear is just going to take unlimited shots. Seleucid is just going to run through another unit. 101 kills. Keep going, Balearics. Again, the green units. I would get it if they were lower, like, hey, they're at yellow or red. You hit the club levy. Hit the club levy again and you should be fine. Yeah, look at that. Even without the morale penalty, yeah. Barely any. Barely any change. And they just fire so slow. So nothing they weren't already going to do incredibly easily, and they still get away. Nope, there they go. They do end up rounding. That's going to kill them because they're going to just route right into this Qatari. This Qatari is going to feast, that's for sure. They're down to 22. They've lost 40. Yeah, that corridor has, the defenders have won it, but the attackers have won the main causeway. So it is still a pretty even game. Honestly, with the Sam Knights, they could probably, and Shield Bearers, they could probably easily crush this causeway down here. Units they aren't using. But we'll see how it goes.
Break off! Back! Live to fight another day! Warriors, move out! At the double!
That means at least 2 Sword Masters. To be honest, with what I've seen of Swaby so far, he probably has a decent amount of Sword Masters.
Break off!
And they're able to fire down that corridor.
Get out!
Almost 300 kills. One more kill, come on. There you go. Ripping through the Skitarii. Why, there's still a shit ton of Caltrops here. Why would you do this? Now, more than half the unit died to Caltrops. The Caltrops are not even fully broken. Yep, there's the rest of them really dying. And just a full run through into even more Caltrops. Like, literally, why are you doing this? There's just so many Caltrops. Yep, they just lost the whole unit pretty much to Caltrops. You had the opportunity to break a bunch of those Caltrops and you refused to. That's on you. Honestly. More flowing in and out. Your own ally is morale shocking you. That's nice of him. That's nice of him. Yeah, that Thorax is like, nah, the Thorax has more morale. Again, if you're going to fire that close, don't use Flaming Shot. Switch to Heavy Shot, actually break down the unit. He's so lucky that unit hasn't been triggered yet. Still, I mean, that's 40 Hellman. That's almost dead, but so is that, almost that's Skitarii. Yeah, this is just not worth it in the slightest.
At the double!
Yep, the Sam Knights are getting involved. More Sam Knights getting involved. Maybe they'll break the Caltrops one day. Yep, that Hellman didn't even break. That's why you don't use Fire Shot, kids. It's... Unless you're bringing a Fear build, so unless you had a Warrior General, don't do this. Because you're not going to get enough shock penalties to actually do something. Libyans. Yeah, look at that. As I said, more... We got some more here. Berserkers and Berserkers. Ooh. Fancy, fancy. And at 3 Berserkers.
At speed! Quick march! Stop now! Forward! Loose! Engage! Back, men! Back!
So I will say, those fire shots have proven both worthless in kills and in impact so far. And I think they'll continue to do so. Oh my god, fucking fire shot again. Who the fuck is doing this? Okay. Again, another thing. If you're gonna do that, I mean, you can't do it with Persian lights. Fair enough, no heavy shot. But don't use fire shot. You dropped... He has 45 morale now without another point of morale loss. So unless you have a Hex Bearer, unless you have a Warrior General, you are not getting anywhere with just a fire shot. There was a battle that I did that it worked. It was a fear build that Inora's built. But the reason that worked is because he had a Beehive Onager Scorpion, or Beehive Onager. He had fire shot, and he had a Warrior General. With that, he actually got enough morale penalty to morale break the enemy. And that's what you need, and that's not what you're getting with just fire shot. They're both out of ammo. I mean, to be fair, the Samnites are not going to take much of the morale. I mean, that puts them to 45 morale, so they do not like that. I mean, the only unit you might morale break, yeah, is that Syrian Heavy Archer. There we go, Seleucid's back in the grudge match where they just stare at each other. Another trick, you don't have to move like that. You can actually properly formation move by using the alt move. And you can actually stick into the formation you're in and keep going. Poor Thorax, they can't put their heads over their head. Or their shields over their head. Berserkers are getting wrecked as well. Yeah. Berserkers are getting crushed. Club Levy getting into the fight as well. They're going. That's for sure. They're actually doing some real damage. Shield bearers properly in the fight will eventually... nope, they'll actually just pull away and let them hit them in the ass. Gonna force that forward with a Sammonite. They cleared the pathway a bit. Yeah, a lot of them are destroyed. I mean, these caltrops are still fine down this corridor, which means you... Yeah. Means you're gonna be unable to flank. With cavalry, I should say. You can obviously flank with infantry here like this. Citizen Cav coming on through. Pretty sure just moss more Cav onto there. Getting in. Doing what they can. I mean, that itself is a pull through. Pulled through the Club Levy. If he moved himself a little farther right, he could have blasted through the Khemris and be fine. They have full ammo. They're not full ammo, but they at least have 92 shots. Or at least still do have ammo. Nice little flank here. I think if he maneuvered himself a little better, it wouldn't have been a pull through, but this guy's just been pulling through the whole time, so hey, it happens. I mean, they're doing a good job. But what's left is not too much, that's for sure.
Back now!
Okay, so there is another Sword Master. And that Club Lovey's going to die, and they're going to be able to flank down this corridor. They do need to fucking clear this road so that all the infantry doesn't die. Or that the cavalry doesn't die, because that is going to be a painful pathway for a cavalry unit to move. And if you break, honestly, free this up, move up here, in general along here, here, there, or like that. Just rush down that back corridor, or even rush this way. You're an actual proper shock cav. I guess they can technically do that now. Swordmaster's still going. They'll go for a while. Okay, why? Why the fuck are you doing that? Why are you trying to target Royal Peltas with fire shot? Those units are not going to break. And it's not a building. I don't know why he buffed himself. Should have buffed another unit, but hey. Okay, don't worry, he's bringing the cavalry in. Capgen in. Yeah, see, look at this. No one's actually engaging in this fight. It's just going to be a standoff until someone realizes. And the defenders are fine keeping it off as a standoff because they'll keep going, they'll keep living longer, and it gives them an advantage. Trying to tear down those berserkers, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, it's the archers that are actually getting involved in this fight. This Club Lovey's going to enjoy his time, as is this Swordmaster. Oh no. 60 morale. Whatever are they going to do? Goddamn miracle. The Noble Cav is actually moving on in. Looks like they're going to actually participate. I would not move them down that corridor. Fire shot is just useless. Absolutely useless by itself. Sending that citizen cab finally back. Skimmers do get away. Don't get too close to the street. They have a shit ton of caltrops there, buddy. Swordmasters and shield wall. No shield wall there, but that Royal Peltas will kill anything. I don't imagine caltrops stopping the elephants. Swordmasters are being forced back. Honestly, that's actually perfect now that they pushed him back. You can do that.
At the double! Quick march! At the double! At the double! For Carthage!
Those cameras there. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that with your Royal Peltas? Your Royal Peltas, a javelin unit. Not only did you throw them to the front line without them using their javelins, but you're also restricting them from using javelins. Yeah, they're just not doing anything still. Sugutari finally going. Forcing them to waste some shots. Yeah. I mean, Seleucid looking healthier, some more elite units, but I mean, they've been sitting back a shit ton. Why would you do that with a Royal Peltas? You have javelins. You have so many javelins and you refused. Not wasted the javelins. Now they did use any of them. You should have just committed them into shield wall then at that point. But no, you did neither of them, so you don't get the shield wall bonus and you don't get your extra javelins. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Elephant just walking on through. 76 kills, 79. Doing a great job here. Trample's activated. Looks like they've been accidentally put to a walk. Yeah, there they go. Second wind your general, hurry. Because that will minimize the ability to go berserk. Nope, they send him berserk. Right as shield. There's our movement. Royal Peltas actually getting some kills now. Finally remember they have javelins. Berserker shattered. Elephant's still out of control. No. Get out of hoplite wall. You're not engaging in this fight. You're not giving them a proper attack and rear penalty. You could actually break them. Oh, they're back and ready to go. As such, looks like they're going to just take the rear of that Swordmaster. Swordmaster's going to try to pull through, does not get the pull through off. But luckily, Elephants go berserk last second. Citizen Cavalry getting in there, nice job stopping them. Noble Cavalry, yeah, they've been trapped, as the only way out is over there, so the Noble Cavalry actually doing a good job. Or the Swordmaster's doing a pretty good job at stopping them. But honestly, Noble Cavalry can go right into the back of that Royal Peltist. Berserkers 34, 183 kills. Elephants are back. One has fallen. Honestly, yeah. The one time you probably should be wanting to use Fire Shot, they did do it at least, but I mean, if the Swordmasters live long enough, they'll just have the unlimited morale. Nope, they didn't make it that long. Alright, wonderful job. Good job, Elephants. 244. It's still healthy. Moved out of the range of the shots. Alright, now's your opportunity. Go, go, go with the Noble Cav. Yep. Swordmasters have given you an opening. Utilize it. Blast them. Yep, blast right into them. Ooh, they're getting caught up. No, no, no. Still got a pretty decent charge in. A lot of them got caught up, but now I'll just do that.
Riders at the double! As you command!
Right, you need attack, buddy.
Charge!
Nice job. Elephants are out of control, so these Noble Cav are going to die. Probably going to die more to their own allies than anything else.
Engage!
I don't even know where that unit is, because there's literally nothing over there. Back of Berserkers. Go, keep going, elephants. Keep going. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep going. It's gonna be the death of the general, but 104 kills. Not bad, not bad.
Get running! Back forward!
Oops, went too far. Yep, elephants going through. They won that fight. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Yep, everyone shatters. Let's take a look at how everyone did. Alright, let's take a look at this. Pyrrhic victory, titled here as Carthage. 121 for the General, 160 for the Ballista, 243 for the Balearics, 166 for the Cretans, 190, 156. Late Libyan 111, nice job. Libyans infantry 152, 167, Gallics 128, 107. Samnites 227, 191, 218, and Scutari 137, 367. There. Soldier of Empires as Seleucid, still healthy, but 413 on that Indian armored elephant. Shield Bearers 152, 158. Thorak 133. That was just wasted. 69 nice, but that was just wasted on the fire shot. They could have had significantly more. Austin here. 107 for that Persian Light, 129 and 179 for the Syrian Heavies. Thorax 137, 122, 128, 217. Thoreos 105, 153. Yeah, nothing else there. Exactly 0, yeah. Swaby here. Camrys 110, 149, 201. Berserkers 117, 224. So 4 Berserkers in total, okay. Club Levy 136, 113, 218. And the 2 Swordmasters at the bottom, 262. Looks like 57. Still healthy, but he did end up breaking. But with that, when I think each side did well and good and bad, honestly, the biggest downplay was just how passive Seleucid was with a lot of them. They allowed them to retake the points. Also, not destroying the Caltrops. They should have done that. That wasted a unit of Citizen Cav, 100%. What they did well, I think they had a pretty nice push on the causeway there. Did a pretty good job of breaking it down. And of course, the elephants at the end, he knew when to use them, and actually managed to do a lot of breaking of the enemy there. Defender-wise, what they did well, honestly, that quarter fight, they did it very well. Nice club levy coming in and out with Hillman. Did break a lot of units. Also, them being on the wall leading up to the main causeway, that was them throwing that down at the Rayos multiple times, was an excellent job. What they did poorly, I think they allowed the enemies to take the gates when they wanted them and just not really force them out and keep the gates running. That would have definitely helped the defenders probably win that game if they managed to sustain that gate at the corridor at least a little bit longer. But with that, that is all for me. I hope you did all enjoy. That's all for me. Bye for now.